Guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today I'm going to do our weekend reading. So this will be our Snackies and Tarot, but I'll have to put the Snackies at the end because I actually left the Snacky in the apartment. But we'll do our reading for this weekend. So P.S. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are having a great start to your weekend. So this is like weekend warm up right here. Okay, so I brought our charms, so we'll pull a few charms, and the decks that I'm going to be using, of course, my trusty Wally's World Oracle, which you can find on my website, kittensweightsandtarot.com, and I'll be putting it on Desert Cauldron soon as well, in case you're interested. I'm also going to use the Self-Love Oracle because I've liked being able to incorporate a little bit of self-love for the weekend. And for the main reading, I'm going to use the Crochet Petit Lenormand, and this is one that I got off of Game Crafter. You notice I had to write on the cards a little bit. I mean, it's my deck, so I'm going to write on it if I want to, just because some of the cards were a little obscure when they were reimagined by the creator. So don't mind if there's like writing on my cards. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what this weekend has in store for us. I want to pull from Wally's World first, just to kind of get an overarching theme, energetic feel for the weekend. P.S. Hope you guys are staying cool. Hope you guys are enjoying your summer. Or if you are the homies in the Southern Hemisphere, hope you're enjoying this slowdown of winter. All right. Oh, looks like we have our card. Put those there. Okay. Dude, this card keeps coming up and I shuffle well, I assure you. But we have little Wally Wallito here who's looking down on Mission Valley in San Diego. So you could say it's very busy. It's just after sundown. But I'm feeling like you have a lot of choices for this weekend, and so I'm excited with that too. Ooh, what are we going to do this weekend? But I feel like there's a lot of choices, that there's a lot we could do. There's people that will be available to hang out. There's people available for phone calls. You could go to the mall. You could go hiking. You could, well, I'm getting my knee and elbow pads today, so I'm going to be going rollerblading in my brand new $20 rollerblades. That's right, they were like gently used and they were $20. So but I'm waiting for my knee and elbow pads because for sure I'm going to fall. I haven't rollerbladed since I was 14. But anyway, opportunities like that coming up this weekend. So I think that there's a lot that you could do. So don't feel stuck like, oh, I have to do this, and this weekend. Don't feel like that's your only option. There might be a way to get the things that you need to get done, of course, but maybe think a little bit more creatively, with that. Okay, let's look in. I was also thinking for this week, Mayan astrologically speaking, we're in a Kan week. Kan is the ruler for this Trecena. So it's kind of like an archetype, and Kan is about all that connects. It's kind of like a spider web, or kind of like seeing an energetic thread through everything and everyone. And that's kind of like what I was feeling with this, is that there's you can do so many things while still doing the things that you want to do. So again, just not feeling limited. Okay, with our self-love, what can we focus on in self-love this weekend? Oh, we have the throat chakra, and this says soul lesson truth. Okay, so with all these opportunities that we got going on this weekend, so many things to do, so many things that you could do that could be fun, but also, like I said, still checking off that to-do list, but just finding creative ways to do it, and maybe not getting all of the worky stuff done first. Maybe how can you could just incorporate it, make it more of a flow. But you're going to have to speak up instead of, letting other people take the reins and be like, okay, we're going here and we're going to do this and we're going to do this, because then you're just a backseat driver, and you're just kind of along for the ride, which sometimes is kind of cool if you're just on your surfboard, but, sometimes you have to veer left, veer right sometimes, otherwise you're just going to hit shore, and that's no bueno. That's a mouthful of sand. So I hope you're getting my surf analogy here. But anyway, do speak up. If you know, if you feel like that's not something you want to do, suggest something else, because who knows, maybe the people that were like, hey, let's go here, didn't even think about what you were thinking about, and what you thought about was way cooler. Does that make sense? So anyway, speak your truth, speak up. You know, if there's something you really truly want to do, like, do it, say so. Okay, so let's pull from our Lenormand deck. And what do we got going on this weekend? What energy can we tap into other than speaking up, speaking our truth, and making it a little bit more fun, you know, with all these opportunities this weekend? And it's nice that it's actually not that hot today. It's only 99, so it feels lovely. Okay, so we'll pick 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's see, what do we have here? We have the star. How cute is this, right? The Crochet Petite Lenormand is just adorbs. And we have the book. And we have the flower, which is actually a lily. You saw that I had to write that on the card. Okay. Okay. So what I'm getting for this weekend is you're going to have to find a balance between what you know, like what's been taught to you, you know, as far as just growing up as a human being, you know, what society has taught you, what your family and your friends have taught you, what they have reinforced in you. You have to weigh that with your intuition. And I know that I'm always coming at you guys with intuition, but I think that, you know, if more people listen to the spirit within, because that really is your true self, your higher self is your true self. And we're just kind of covered in this flesh bag, right? Ugly bag of mostly water for you Star Trek nerds out there. But anyway, we have to weigh what we have been conditioned to learn on this planet in this flesh suit with what our intuition is saying. And in there is, I get more, actually with this one, more of the Fool card, because Lily is a little bit of innocence, but it's kind of like a little bit of the Fool. So if you could, and this is just like a little suggestion from universe for this weekend, is with all of the opportunities, all the different things that you could do, and the more creative ways that you could get things done this weekend, is always make sure that you're weighing it against, you know, okay, so I got to get this done. Okay, that's the earthly thing. But my intuition is saying I should do this, but I don't really understand how, you know, whatever, going to the recycle center and, you know, heading towards the beach. Like, I don't see how they correlate and connect, but my intuition is really telling me to do that. Okay, well, I'm going to weigh it up a little bit. I know that I have to get this one thing done, but my intuition's doing this, so I'm just going to go with the flow with my intuition and see how I can, you know, apply this human thing that I have to get done. And I'm going to voice that to other people. If they're like, hey, wait, why are you doing this? You can just say, hey, I just feel like the best use of our time is heading towards the beach today. And I think that I could get, you know, X, Y, and Z done on the way. Who knows? We'll see what pops up. But I think having kind of that almost fool mentality, but not taking a blind leap really so much. It's more because it's not really blind if you're following your intuition, because there is something that you're following, and that is that guidance, that star card here. But you're just weighing against, you know, what you know that you have to do on this earthly plane. So should be interesting to see how that plays out for you guys this weekend. Is, you know, okay, I got some stuff to do, but my intuition's saying to do this. Don't really know how they connect. Don't know how this means I can get this done. Don't know, but I'm just gonna go with it and see what happens. So I'm taking a little bit of a fool's leap, a little bit of some innocent leap there with the lily here, the flower. Yeah, I'm gonna take advantage of all of this stuff that's going on, and I'm gonna make sure that I voice that to other people. And also that helps with the voicing your opinion, voicing your truth. Also helps to establish boundaries. I mean, it doesn't sound like it, but you know, if you're just allowing people to lead you around, that's a lack of boundaries. But if you're like, hey, I would like to do this, and you know, my intuition's leading me here, that's actually I know it doesn't really sound like it, but it is an establishment of boundaries. You know, that you have your own mind, you decide to do the things that you want to do, and you will not be led around by others all willy-nilly. Okay, so, all right, I think that's it. Let me pull from the charms, and then we're going to head inside for some snackies, and then I'll wish you guys a wonderful weekend. But okay, let's see, what do we have here for our charms? Ooh. Ooh, okay. All right, so we have, I think that's like dragon fruit. So we have some dragon fruit. We have Snow White. We have an X. We have a little plant. And then on my little die here, the glasses showed up. So let me put these together. Oh, that's interesting, and kind of like the layout they were in. So kind of the layout is like this plant times, I don't even see that as an X, times Snow White, and right under her was the dragon fruit. Although when we associate fruit with Snow White, it's more like she's eating the poisoned apple. Well, Snow White in this instance is you. Again, doesn't really matter your gender, just assume that you're Snow White. And Snow White has decided she doesn't want to have poisoned apples today. Dragon fruit actually sounds really awesome. So Snow White's taking, she's deviating from what we expect her to do. We expect Snow White to be hanging out with these little dwarf dudes, and we expect her to be eating poisoned apples from creepy old ladies that show up at her door. But Snow White don't feel like that today, and she's going to voice her opinion. And that's getting her in touch with Mama Earth here, which is basically getting in touch with your higher self, which is connecting yourself to all that is. That's that Khan energy. So Snow White, you will not be following repeated patterns this weekend. At least this is the suggestion. You know, you do what you want to do, but maybe don't follow the pattern of what everybody expects that you're going to be doing this weekend. Oh, he or she is going to do X, Y, and Z. You know, well, maybe I still will have some fruit. It's just not poisoned apples for me today. It's dragon fruit because it's delicious. And with the spectacles, it's like finally being able to see beyond the mundane, beyond this 3D world, that there's so much more going on. And it's sad that so many people ignore that. So please don't ignore the beautiful, wonderful world that we have around us, and the dimensions and the energies that are available to us, because we ourselves are amazing balls of energy. So yeah, okay, so let's head into the apartment for some snacks. So now we're in the apartment and want to show off the snacky. So I had some of these last night. They're really, really good. These are freeze-dried strawberries coated in milk chocolate. And normally I'm not a milk chocolate type person because I think it's too sweet. You know, I like the bitterness of dark chocolate. But in this, it was really good. So I like just the way freeze-dried tastes, like the feel of it, the mouth feel when you're like crunching into freeze-dried, but then you have the creaminess of the chocolate. It's just, it's really good, you guys. So let's see, in the back here, it doesn't have that many ingredients, so you guys know that I'm always looking for minimal type ingredients so that I'm not just blindly eating chemicals and colors. Like, what is yellow? Why are we eating the color yellow or blue? So anyway, in here it just has it's basically milk chocolate, freeze-dried strawberries, confectioner's glaze, gum arabic, which is a preservative, and natural flavor, which probably just means it's just the strawberry. So anyway, let me show you what this looks like. You can see there's not much left. But yeah, so maybe you might find these at your local grocery store or Whole Foods or whatever. It's a simple truth. I actually got this at Fry's. And those who don't know, Fry's is a grocery store up here. Not Fry's Electronics, but if they sold this at Fry's Electronics, that'd be good too. But anyway, I hope you guys loved the Snackies and Tarot. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And if you dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click the ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you would like to catch a reading from me, head over to www.kittenswaitsandtarot.com. Not only do I have a plethora of readings, but also have my room and body sprays, I have my salves, and I have my Wally's World Oracle. And that's my little Wally Wallito, who I'm actually going to be seeing next week. Wally and Loki. I'm so excited to see my fur babies. Like you don't know. And don't forget to check out Desert Cauldron on Etsy. It's all one word, Desert Cauldron. Or check us out on the Instagrams, desert.cauldron, where we have a lot of unique witchy items. So for all different magical practices, no matter how elaborate or how simple your practice is, we're sure that you can find something unique on there. We try to offer one-of-a-kind items, handmade, either by ourselves or someone else, and a lot of our items we incorporate a lot of vintage as well, because we like to make sure that we are not putting extra strain on Mama Earth. So we like to do our reduce, reuse, recycle, yeah, so definitely check us out. And that's it from me. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.